days a week, our staff and volunteers provide a much-needed breakfast at the Sunday Donut. To be able to feed our community, we need to transport food from local supermarkets and donors. We also work hard to provide food to families in need. On Fridays, volunteers unload the truck from the county's food bank and stock the shelves at Fred's Pantry. This is a choice pantry where participants can select fresh and packaged foods to suit their individual needs.
This is Charles, or I go by Charlie. All right, I've been working for the Sunday Donut program under CHOP for about 3 or 4 months now. I'm not sure how long it's been, but it's been very exciting. We really have a purpose here in Peekskill. We have numbers of people who come, and I'm sure that they'd be hungry if it wasn't for this program. Probably maybe as many as 20 people depend on this daily. What am I forgetting? I'm really the bottom man here, I feel like, because the bottom really needs to be pulled together tightly, and it's very important in a kitchen. I've worked in many kitchens, and so my experience is that. I also cook here, but we all work together, we all share responsibilities, and it's one of the most wonderful things I've ever done. I'm very happy that humanity is proving itself through this, that the state affords this thing through the county, or however that works, and it's a beautiful experience, very humbling.
Almost 3 years that we've been open now. We opened in February of 2010, and our population of food challenged people in Peekskill has definitely grown in that time. We opened in the middle of the economic downturn. As I see the increase of people at the pantry, I see that hunger is mostly more directly related to the job situation. It's not true of everyone. I mean, there are some people who are homeless through just sort of simple economic circumstances having to do with losing a job, but for the most part, it's more complicated than that. Our population is quite diverse. We have a lot of Hispanic day laborers. They tend to be more, they tend to be working in the summer, so in the wintertime we see more of them than in the summer. We have a lot of seniors, which was the thing that sort of came as a shock to me. Seniors from the senior housing across the street who aren't able to make ends meet, you know, even though it's subsidized housing, they can't pay their rent and buy food and pay for medication, and so you know, it feels really good to be able to help them. There are a lot of families with children, and some weeks all the children come, and it's a lot of fun because we have kids running around all over the place. Because we run the shelter on county money, that is constantly, it decreases from year to year, and as we all know, nothing gets cheaper. So that is a big challenge. We are also looking at a mandate to approach housing the homeless completely differently. The Department of Housing and Urban Development and the county want us now to move away from the traditional shelter model, which is what Jan Peek House is, and house people, get people out into apartments in the community and move their support systems with them, the programs that they need, or the job training, or the therapy that they need. And case manage that out in the community. But to do that, we have to get a whole new series of grant monies that we've never accessed before. So this is proving to be very challenging. In general, also with the feeding programs, the funding is our biggest issue. You know, having enough, our population of hungry families is growing, but our budget is not. And so many weeks we find that, you know, we can't distribute as much food as the food bank guidelines tell us we should be giving. And so that's disappointing. So here we are asking for your money to help us do that at this fundraiser.